Mridhu here, and welcome back. And today I have something to share with you, something very interesting. 3rd of March is a very special day, and it is declared as the Living Enlightenment Day or the Jivan Mukti Day, the day when Swamiji actually launched this beautiful book called Living Enlightenment. And yes, and this is actually, it actually happened in 2009, 3rd March 2009. And so every 3rd of March, let me just show you. Okay, you guys have seen it? Okay, great. So every 3rd of March, we celebrate this day when Swamiji actually launched his beautiful book. Now, what is this book all about, you may ask? Now, this book contains everything that Swamiji has said, will say, and has yet to say or is saying. Everything is in this beautiful book. And many a time when I have a question that I want an answer for, I just randomly flip through the book and an answer appears, and it's amazing. It's not just a book, it is more than a book. It's actually a living goddess. It's something alive that will relate to you and answer all your questions. So there are going to be two things we're going to do today. The first thing is, if any of you have a question for which you want an answer, you can type your question on this live chat and I will read your question and I will just flip through this book, and this book is going to give you an amazing answer. So I'll give you a couple of minutes. If you're out there and you're watching this video and you have a question for which you want an answer, a spiritual answer, just type your question in the chat and I'll be able to flip through this beautiful book and have an answer for you. So I'll give yourselves a few minutes before we continue. And the second thing is, um, we have this amazing event coming on 3rd of March as well, and Swamiji is basically going to be preparing the Aushada, the Jivan Mukti Aushada, and we'll be sharing more details on how you can view this. Probably it's going to be on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. Uh, Please, if you can make it to the Bangalore Arena, it would be great to experience this amazing happening. For all the previous Anshadas, when Swamiji prepares it, whenever you are there in his physical presence, it makes so much of a difference. Just by sitting there and while he prepares the Aushada, it's a totally different space altogether. So if you guys can come down to the Bangalore Adinam and be in the physical presence of Swamiji to experience the Aushada preparation process, would be wonderful to connect with. And let me see if I have a question coming in. Yes. So Adrian is asking, is enlightenment true and is it permanent? Of course it's true. It's a state that you attain and it is definitely permanent. It's not that when you're enlightened that something happens and you become unenlightened. It doesn't work that way. It is a permanent experience. So Adrian, is that your question or should I wait for another question to come through? Yes. So we'll wait for a few more minutes for questions to come through, and I'm quite excited about uh, looking through this and picking up an answer for you. So what I'll do in the meanwhile is I'll flip through this book and read something very beautifully for all of you. And this book actually answers even the unasked questions. So there could be a question that you're not asking. Even the answer that I flip through will be the answer to all the questions. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So when okay, Adrian is asking, is instant enlightenment true? And is it permanent? Okay, so let's take that as a question. Is instant enlightenment true? And is it permanent? So instead of hearing it from me, let's see what the book has to say. I'll just flip through this book randomly right now. So I'm going to flip through this page. And in this, I'm going to see this is amazing. It's got a lot of stuff here. So I'm just going to read something that's appearing on this page right now. Okay. So some of the keywords that I see here is it's about cosmic cause and effect principle. Yeah. I'm just going to start reading a little here. It's about a little story Swamiji has shared here. It says, in the calamity of a whole village, the village was wiped out. All the men and women lined up at the gates of heaven. And God said, I want the men to form two lines. The men who dominate their women on earth shall be in one line, and the men who were dominated by their women shall be in the second line. The line of the men who were dominated by the women was miles long. In the line of men who dominated their women, There was only one man. God was curious and asked the lone man in the line, "How did you manage not to be dominated by your wife?" And the man replied, "I don't know. My wife told me to stand here." Okay? So when you're not in fear, naturally you are ready to do what society tells you. You are no longer master of yourself. You're under the control of society. Understand that there is no hell or heaven existing physically somewhere. Hell and heaven are psychological states of your mind. So what you may see as even the question, is it a permanent enlightenment? Right? So it depends on what space you're asking. If you're doubtful of even an enlightenment experience, then it's time to also review your inner space. Yeah? When you think good thoughts, when you do good deeds, you feel good and you're in heaven. When you think evil, when you act evil, you feel evil and you're in hell. That is all. That is all there is to karma. This is the cosmic cause and effect principle. You are what your intent is. You become what your intent is. So you become yourself and tell yourselves, I am going to get enlightened and this is going to be permanent. That's it. I want to be enlightened. It's just an intention for yourself. If you create thoughts, words, or actions that do not emanate from deep awareness, but from a very superficial layer, then you create karma that further propels you to fulfill those superficial thoughts, words, or action. So, even the doubt that we have, whether is it permanent or not, that itself is a doubt in our inner space about the good things that are there for us in life. When you see something good coming for you, the doubt may come, is this permanent or is this just temporary? I've just got a good job, I've just got a new job. Is it going to be permanent or only temporary? I just got a new boss. Is she going to be here forever or she's going to be for just a couple of months? So all the good things, even when you experience, we constantly doubt them. So drop the doubts and enjoy life. And just have good thoughts, good experiences, positive about everything in life. Let me tell you something. You are the beneficiaries of the cosmos. You are the extensions of the cosmos. It's not that you are different from the cosmos. This is you and this is the cosmos. How different are you? You're just different in size, but you in essence, you're one and the same. So do not doubt yourself. The cosmos and you are one. You're just a miniature of the cosmos. So what is there in the cosmos, you have it too. If enlightenment is out there, you have it too. Okay? So be positive about everything to receive, be ready to receive, be in the right space to receive all the good things that you're going to be blessed with. Yes. So I don't see any further questions. And so what I'd like you to do is I'm also going to be posting the soft copy of this book below this link. You too can have a question within yourself and you can flip through or scroll through the soft copy and have amazing answers delivered by this living goddess. And do not forget to stay tuned and witness the Oshaga process which is happening this weekend. Amazing. And if you can be here physically in the Bangalore Arena, it will be even more amazing. So with this, blessings and Nityananda.